Hello, and welcome to Politically Challenged. This is Hugh.
And I'm Ron.
Yes, welcome back, guys. I know we haven't uploaded anything in a while, but it's good to be back.
I've been ill, sorry. And what's the date today, Hugh?
Today is the 25th of August, 2018.
And
It's a
what?
Saturday night, and we're ready to mingle.
Anyway, yeah, we could, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the KSI Logan Paul fight. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about it. Ron, if you want to take the lead on this, you're the expert on this situation.
It's not as an expert, I just found it interesting. I mean, like...
Yeah, given the magnitude, the fact that this is the biggest fight, the biggest event in YouTube history, I mean, we had to talk about it.
I love the True Geordie. Yeah, it's just like... Well, I think the fact that we've given YouTube a go, we thought we might as well talk about it. And apparently it's going to be the beginning of, like, actual sports companies putting actual events on YouTube. Sorry, I'm hiccuping. But, yeah.
Okay, so Ron, tell us, why do you believe that this fight is so big for YouTube and for YouTube creators in general?
Well, I'm going to just quote True Geordie. Like, there's a way of legitimacy and the fact of how big KSI is in England and in other parts of the world, including America, and Logan Paul, how big he is in America and other parts of the world, including England. It's... I mean,
Context, we live in England, so it's important to us regardless.
Yeah, and KSI's my age, Logan Paul's your age. We're not fighting, are we?
No, but go on. Why do you think it's important for YouTube as a platform?
Well, like, we talk about political stuff. Like, this is a kind of a shift in terms of the younger generation. If you talk about the social media generation, this is kind of like, I don't know, like, this is like an Ali fight. In a sense, I'm not really into boxing, but like the magnitude of how, like, it's weird to think that people might see Logan Paul and KSI as like the big, like, their idols growing up.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
I mean, like,
I can just imagine all the 14-year-olds thinking, "Oh my God, it's KSI! Oh my God, it's Logan! It's DEJI! It's Jake!" And
oh yeah, speaking of DEJI, I'm genuinely worried. I mean, we're recording this while the fight's happening. I'll follow up on the results later. I mean, we'll find the results later. Whoever's listening to this.
Basically, he believes that DEJI's gonna lose.
No, I just don't want him to get hurt. I think everyone thinks he's gonna lose. If DEJI doesn't lose,
DEJI, please win, please.
No,
I don't really dislike Jake Paul, but just win. Because if Jake Paul loses, we're gonna rip on him for like a week, and then we're not gonna care. But if DEJI loses, sorry DEJI,
actually
you're
no.
done.
I think it's the other way around. DEJI is like, I mean, KSI, Logan Paul, people expect it to be competitive, despite the size difference. Besides the health, the fighting background and athletic background that Logan Paul has, KSI can still hold his own. DEJI is little DEJI. I mean, like, I'm worried that he'll get hurt. That's out of concern. If he wins, good for him. It's just, well, if he won, depending on when you listen to this. I mean, I just don't want him to be hurt. But going to the main reason that we're talking about this is this fight came out because, like, KSI fought. I forget who the guy was. Doesn't matter, I don't know who he is.
KSI fought, was it Joe Weller bloke?
Yeah, I had no idea who Joe Weller was, and I kind of lost interest in KSI for a little while. So, but I've always been aware of KSI. He called out Jake Paul, Logan Paul, their dad, basically Aaron Paul, even Aaron Paul.
I think the words were Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all the Pauls.
Aaron Paul?
Like, I don't think he said Aaron Paul. He mentioned Rio Ferdinand for some reason.
Yeah, United Arsenal is right.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, so why do you think KSI wanted to fight the Pauls?
Well, it's because of... Well, it's mainly Logan, based on the Suicide Forest thing. That was the main reason, like when that was happening, we were still doing this, and I didn't want to talk about it, given the seriousness of suicide. And having listened to, like... I mean, I was aware of the video, I saw bits of it, I haven't seen the actual full video, but, like, people defended aspects of it, but people didn't like how you could go to a forest, record someone who's dead, and so on, and then edit it. To me, like, the editing is based on editing we do for this. It's not much, but it's more than people think. But certain things become like it's an autopilot. So he goes, oh wait, that looks good, that's good for a thumbnail. That I could compartmentalize that, how Logan Paul could do that. The thing that worried me was how he could see a dead body and have zero empathy to it. But having watched the Logan Paul and True Geordie interview, I saw how that True Geordie looked at old videos, and apparently Logan Paul just doesn't deal with death. He jokes around about it, and in a way it kind of humanized him. So if I could compartmentalize the editing, so now I can actually see some people joke about death. I don't have much experience with death, but I went through one recently, and I wouldn't, if it was someone I cared about, I wouldn't be able to react like that. It's just, some say this fight's kind of like revived Logan Paul, and it's kind of humanized him. And we talk about like when you humanize your enemy, you yourself will be dehumanized. What do you think will happen to KSI?
I feel as if you're right, except for the fact that I thought that it would, I think it would humanize Logan a lot more if he lost. If he wins, I feel as if, given how bad the year started for him...
But wouldn't some people say it's a redemption story? He's like Rocky, like this is basically the Lions thing. This is Rocky going to Russia.
No, but those are two... I feel as if those are two different things. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel they're two different things. He would be redeemed if he won, but he would be redeemed if he lost in a different way. I'll try to explain in the best way I can. So if he won, he'd gain more popularity than ever, especially because KSI is an actual contender. Like, no one would think, oh, KSI is definitely going to lose. Maybe people who like the Pauls more than KSI will think, oh, he has to lose, he should lose. But no one really thinks that KSI is absolutely going to lose, because KSI, he looks like a contender.
He's good with a shout.
Plus he's done this before with Joe Weller.
Yeah, but based on that, I think it's like, obviously, like, I'm not really aware of before the suicide thing. I never heard of either of the Pauls, but like I don't want DEJI to get hurt, and I like KSI. So like, obviously I want them to win, but like, based on the size difference between both the Pauls and the Jide brothers, I think Otunde brothers. I think it's the Pauls are gonna win. I'm just worried about DEJI's safety.
Sure, I mean that's fine. That's perhaps it might happen. Maybe one brother each would win. Who knows? But yeah, what I'm saying is, I'll shorten it. What I'm saying is, if he wins, it'll be good for him. He'll gain more popularity. If he loses, he'll become more human. Not necessarily. Not. I mean, maybe the victim, but he'll look more human. He'll look more vulnerable, and then people are like, oh well, Logan got what he deserved because of Japan. That's what some people might say, and then eventually it will fizzle out. He might get some hate. He might get some trolling. He might become another meme, but it will fizzle out. But if he wins, I don't think that it would benefit his soul that much if he won, because it will almost be like Japan never happened. Half the reason why so many people were psyched up and hyped up about this fight was so that KSI could punch Logan in the face because of what happened in Japan. Because everyone found it so insensitive. So you had like the YouTube community. This is from the little I know about the subject. This is like the YouTube community rallying behind KSI and DEJI, going, yeah, punch Logan in the face. Yeah, he deserves it. And it accepts the people that prefer the Pauls, and they're like, do you know what? No, come on, Logan. This is your chance to redeem yourself, to revitalize your career.
His career, like. But
I feel as if he lost, it would give him a wake-up call. If he wins, his ego will be stronger than ever, bigger than ever. It'll be like Japan almost never happened.
Well, it would have happened. Like, I remember when talking to True Geordie, he was talking about like, whatever happens this year, this is still one of the worst years of his life. Sorry.
Even if he wins?
Yeah, and he was talking about...
I mean, it would be the worst year of his life up until today if he wins.
And you talked about all the trolls that he's been through. He said that when True Geordie was talking about, like, isn't like... isn't like having 20,000 people booing you in a stadium worse than all the trolls? He said when people troll you on Twitter, you can do nothing about it. But when you're in a stadium full of 20,000 people, you can do something about it. And that's him being like that's a tough thing to say. Like, I'm going to basically beat KSI. I'm going to shut up the entire stadium. Because, like, it's going to be very pro KSI. Imagine do you expect silence or applause if or when he wins, depending on whether...
I mean, I'm sure we've got Jake Paul and Logan Paul fans flying out from all over the place to see them.
God, I hate to be those parents. So you're going to
I don't know, maybe adults. I don't think lots of the teenagers would be able to afford it or make their parents. I mean, I don't know, maybe we'll see a lot of teenagers. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There are a lot of teenagers in Manchester or London or wherever the hell they had that press conference.
Yeah, they rioted. Yeah,
they rioted, they made fun of Logan's girlfriend, Logan ran away. It seemed intense.
He looked a lot like Matthew McConaughey, doesn't he?
Who does?
Logan Paul.
No, he does not.
He reminded me a lot.
Not in any way, shape,
he reminded
or form.
Me, genuinely.
Imagine Logan Paul saying, all right, all right, all right.
I can.
He wouldn't do it the same way.
Before he left and said peace out, I generally thought he was going to, all right. You said your words, and yeah, people didn't expect him to just walk out, but apparently it was the
Do you reckon this will be good for YouTube?
It's more coverage, right?
More coverage? I mean, how would it benefit YouTubers who aren't within that space, within that sphere? People who aren't associated with the Pauls or KSI or DEJI. How would it affect, how would it help somebody with 5,000 subscribers?
Or in our case, a couple. Well, in our case...
Or in our case, 21 subscribers.
Oh, 21? We went from 20, that's impressive. Well,
no, I think we're still on 20. I just hope that somebody's going to,
21.
Make it 21.
That's the dream, that's the
dream.
We
need 100, guys, by the way. We just need 100.
We want 100.
And then 100 more. And then 500 more. And then 300 more. And then 4,000 hours of you guys watching us. And then, yeah, we can make some money. Yeah. Anyway... absolutely nothing to do with this.
There's so many reasons for us to do this, but I just felt us being on YouTube. I wanted to avoid this, but I thought, given that we're on YouTube, we might as well talk about it. Some could argue we're on the bandwagon, but it's like when the wave is going, when the tide is going that way, sometimes you just have to follow the tide. And this is one video on one day, but it means something because of millions of people. Let's say KSI has about 18 million. Logan Paul has 60,
it doesn't matter
60 million.
how many millions.
Yeah, but okay, let's say just round up. That's about 40 million people.
Oh, you mean in terms of the pure audience?
No, and their subscribers, and you think about the views per month.
Okay.
That's a
lot of revenue.
No, it's not revenue. It's just the sheer amount of people that actually care about both of them.
A lot of hype, a lot of media attention.
It's not the hype, it's the actual sheer amount of people, the actual people.
But it is hype on top of the amount of people watching it. That will generate hype. That will generate media attention.
Okay, but I was always a KSI fan. I watch his videos now. I'm always going to watch an odd video here and there. Before any of this, I had never heard of Logan Paul. Before True Dory's video, I had never heard of Logan Paul. Had you ever heard of him before that?
Of course.
Really?
What, before this fight?
Before the suicide.
Before the Japan thing?
Yeah.
Of course.
You were aware of it?
No,
I wasn't.
Because I watch King Batch videos and Amanda Cerny videos, and they'd pop in. Then there's people like Lily Singh, Lily Pons. They're all in these videos.
Were you aware of KSI?
They're all friends.
Were you aware of KSI?
Not as much.
So you're a Pauler?
No, I'm not even close.
You're in the Logan.
Not even close.
You're in the Logan.
Not even close. Okay? It's just because I watch King Batch videos and I watch Amanda Cerny videos, and they just casually pop up there. I am not a Pauler. Okay, it's every day. I mean, what? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
How are we doing for time?
We're good with the time. Time isn't relevant. It's just I just wanted to talk about it, but like, okay, we talk about the cultural significance.
Okay, is there any cultural flipping significance?
Well, teenagers in secondary school. This is kind of like the YouTube generation. Oh God, I hate to call it that. But teenagers now, they don't have access. There is actually a credible career path for YouTube now.
That's because people like Lily Singh are making 10 million a year off it.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Superwoman is? Mate, we will show you some videos after this podcast. Lily Singh.
What does she sing?
What does she sing?
Is she a singer?
No, she's not a singer. Her name's Lily Singh, but she calls herself Superwoman. She is a Canadian lady of Indian heritage.
Oh wait, so her name's actually Singh.
Yes.
Never heard of her. But it doesn't matter. But here's the thing.
But even the Pauls, they're making bank. They're making millions every year.
I know. I thought after the Japan thing they demonetized Logan Paul's videos, and he's
Logan, but Jake's still making.
Yeah, but he's relying completely on his merchandise that he calls merch, which I don't really get. I think is it called Maverick?
Yeah, but there's maybe not as much money, but he'll still be making some money. Plus, if he does win, I bet you I will definitely.
You say this, okay?
Definitely make more money. He'll definitely make more money.
We talked about the man. I think all of them will make money anyway. It's just that.
Millions.
Can you think that? Okay, you think that? I generally don't. I mean, DEJI, if he loses, realistically, people don't expect him to win. Are you telling me that Jake Paul can live it down if he loses? If he lost?
Yes.
You can? Losing to DEJI of all people. Little DEJI.
He can because he's got fans in the first
No, he has so many
place.
subscribers, but like, how do you respond? What's the first video going to be? I lost to DEJI. What's the first video going to be if he lost to DEJI?
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying that DEJI's gonna lose, and I'm not saying that I don't think DEJI
lost.
I'm not saying that DEJI is going to lose, but I mean, I want to see the results. But who do you reckon's gonna win?
Like I said, based on size, both the Pauls. I mean, it would be really, like, I just want DEJI to win, well, because, like, there's less chance of him being injured if he wins. And also, it'll just be funny. Plus, it'll be really weird, like, you said wouldn't it be cool if one brother won and one brother won? I wonder if DEJI won and Logan won, what if they fight each other? A brother versus brother heated rematch. This time it's personal. You could market that yourself. I mean, like, imagine, or it could be KSI wins and Jake wins, and it'll be KSI versus Jake.
I think that'll be more interesting.
People actually thought that was more of a realistic fight based on size and height and weight. That KSI, Jake Paul, that's a proper, like, pound for pound.
Maybe next year.
I mean, like,
maybe next year.
Hypothetically, KSI could beat Logan but lose to Jake. That could be possible.
Personally, I feel that this, if there is any cultural significance, I reckon it would give YouTube. YouTube's already been validated because there are quite a few YouTube stars that have been doing this since 2006, 2008, even 2010. And they're making millions. PewDiePie is the #1. Lily Singh is making 10 million a year.
Yeah.
You should know who she is. Jenna Marbles is making.
I don't know who that is. You
don't know who Jenna Marbles is. Another video to watch.
Jenna Marbles.
Basically.
Is that her actual name or?
I doubt it. We will never know.
Okay.
Unless there's Wikipedia, which there is. But what I'm saying is, YouTube will gain more credibility, and when it comes to sport, I don't know. When it comes to sports,
they have the new premium thing. This is premium.
Premium, I bet premium. Gotcha. Imagine. When it comes to sports and when it comes to films as well, because you got some of these people trying to be boxers. Like KSI wants to do this professionally.
If he loses, I don't think he has much of a career.
So he has to win. And then there are other people, like, they want to be film stars. You got people like Lily Singh again, and King Batch, and Logan Paul himself being in movies.
KSI's been in a couple movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he has, yeah.
They're all in movies, trying to make more money. trying to go onto the mainstream platforms, and they don't have as much credibility.
You talk about mainstream, like
because they're YouTube stars, even though they should.
Does this make YouTube mainstream?
YouTube is already mainstream, but it's a different platform in itself.
Yeah, but
it's different for like YouTube stars to go onto Hollywood for some reason.
Yeah, but if you think about, let's talk about technology-wise, like, there's smart TVs that exist now. You could watch YouTube from your TV. That's what I do. I watch YouTube from my TV.
You do?
Yeah.
I watch it through my phone.
Yeah.
Like a normal person. I mean, what?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you can watch YouTube on TV now. In a way, it's like, but so are you saying even though people can watch YouTube on the TV, it's like so people want to leave YouTube to become to be on TV. Do you think there will be I think this might be the start of a shift of people think that it's going to move from TV to YouTube because Netflix, you have Amazon, and you have other stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a big deal nonetheless. I mean, to wrap up, in 3 words, how do you think this fight's gonna end?
I've already told you. I think that both the polls will win or would have won by when we upload it.
Okay.
That obviously I just don't want DEJI to get hurt. That's I mean, like KSI, their careers can survive. So I just want DEJI to be okay. It's just pure concern.
I feel that for DEJI, he would get the biggest boost in his career if he wins. KSI, I think he's fine. He'll gain a little boost.
His YouTube career, his boxing career he won't have. His
boxing career would be a lot stronger. Yeah, sure.
No, if he wins, if he loses.
If he loses, he's fucked.
Who else?
Absolutely fucked. But if he wins, he'll be a multi-millionaire.
He already is, probably.
Okay, he'll be an extra multi-millionaire.
It's all about money. Yeah, but okay, let's talk. So, okay, results aside, this will probably be the beginning of like more events.
More events, yeah.
I mean, this.
But imagine who do you want to see in a fight? King Batch versus Daystorm? Nah, they're best friends.
I don't know who they are.
You don't know who? Okay.
Okay.
But who do you want to see in a fight?
PewDiePie against Lily Singh.
You don't know who Lily Singh is.
I know, that's why it would be funny. Can you do this?
No, just okay. PewDiePie against KSI.
No, he'd lose.
PewDiePie against.
Arm wrestle. Why not arm wrestle?
Against who?
You.
Mate, no, forget that. All right, so while PewDiePie listens to this in his lovely mansion in Brighton, we will wrap up.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is it.
PewDiePie is one of us. He's English.
He's not. He never will be.
But one of us. He's one of us.
All right, so that was a joke, but yeah, we are done for this week. Hopefully, this will generate millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of views.
Yeah.
We just, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure we covered everything, but like, if it gets people thinking, it's just like, will YouTube be the new TV?
It already is. And on that note, it's goodbye from Ron.
And it's goodbye from Huey.
See you next week.